Okay, what's up, YouTube? It is Pacey AI one more time, about to give you another video. And this one is going to be sort of a quick one. I'm going to be talking about this new framework called Browser Use. Now, this is an AI framework that allows you to essentially do anything on a browser. It will load up an instance of a Google Chrome browser, which would then allow you to be able to pretty much do anything. I mean, you could essentially search whatever you want to search. You can get results. You could search up videos. A lot of different things you can do. You can even solve captchas with this framework. And I'm going to kind of show you how this works. Now, the link is in the description to this one. It's Browser Use. This one has been out for a bit. It was updated about 3 weeks ago, and it was actually a major performance update that they released. So you can check that out. But essentially, you can go down here and follow the instructions. Now, the thing about this is that it is using pip. So what you want to do, you want to either use virtual environment or Conda to create an environment for this. And then you want to make sure that the environment has Python 3.11 pre-installed. And then you want to go ahead and follow these steps. So essentially, you want to activate that environment. I would say just use Conda to make it simple. Then you want to go ahead and follow these steps. You want to install the browser use, you want to install Playwright, and then I'm going to show you this part of it. So if you guys want me to show you exactly how you do this, I mean, this is pretty simple. If you are a developer and you understand how to set up different environments and different frameworks or different models, things of that nature on your computer, this should be pretty straightforward. If you don't know how to do that, just let me know in the comments. Then I'll make a video showing you guys how you set this whole thing up. But essentially, once you set this up, now you can go ahead and spin your agent up. Now, they have a ton of examples, and that's what I'm going to really show you. Now, I'm using Windsurfer. This is the tool that I use currently right now for my coding and things like this. It's a great tool, by the way. I combine it with the power of Klein, as well as I'm also using ContinuDev for just simple chats and stuff like that. I might do a video on my whole setup, my whole coding setup, whatever. I'm also using their Cascade base for chats and stuff like that. However, let me kind of hide that a little bit. I am currently right now in the folder for browser use. So another thing that you have to do before you can even do this is that you have to clone the repository. You have to clone that repository, and then you have to then open that repository location. This is after you set up your environment. And maybe I can kind of go through this to show you exactly what you do. I'll just go through the history of how I essentially set this up. So this is what I did. I spelled browser use wrong, but just understand what I'm doing right here. So I'm essentially creating a Conda environment, and I'm using Python 3.11 for my Python version for that environment. Then I'm going ahead installing browser use to that environment. So obviously just activating that environment and installing browser use to that environment. Then I'm installing Playwright to the environment. You also have to install LangChain as well. So you want to install LangChain right there. And then once you do that, then you're pretty much good to go. Now, I'm going to show you some of the queries I've been using to get this to work. It did give me some issues in the beginning because the instructions are not 100% clear, but essentially anytime you want to do something, no matter which one of these examples you use, first you want to CD into the examples folder because that will throw an error as well. You want to make sure that you're in the folder to access these different examples. You can also create your own tasks as well. You can use Klein to do that, describe the task that you want, and essentially use the same layout or the same template as these tasks right here to essentially create your own task. But these different folders basically give the browser tasks to do. So as you can see, this is an Amazon search task. So you can use this to search any product on Amazon. This is a CAPTCHA solver task. So this will just solve CAPTCHAs for you. This is a check appointment task. You can check your reservation appointment on different sites. You can modify this the way you want to. This is a file upload task. You got custom system prompts. You got custom output. You see all these different things. You can create your own task as well. what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be showing you exactly how I use this. Now, the try essentially allows you to basically try anything. This is not based on any particular website or any particular application. It essentially is an open function that allows you to search the internet and do whatever you want to do. So with the try, all I'm going to do, I'm going to say Python. First, I'm going to make sure that I'm in the browser use. This is spelled wrong, but I'm going to make sure that I'm in the browser use environment. Once I activate that environment, then I want to make sure that I'm in the browser use examples folder from the folder that I cloned from GitHub. Then after that, all I want to simply do is say Python. I want to call the file name, and I want to say -- query to call that query command that will allow me to then put in a query in plain text, natural language, to tell the browser what to do. So I'm just telling the browser, go to Amazon.com, search for phones, and sort by the best ratings. Give me the price of the first result. So that's essentially what it's going to do. And now I'm going to go ahead and run that. So there we go. It's running. So it says step 1. And let me see if I can bring this down so you guys can clearly see what's going on in the browser. So this is the instance of the browser that just loaded up. This is a completely new instance of a Google Chrome browser. And this is going ahead using the vision capabilities of the model. Now, I actually did not state this before, but I'm going to actually show you after this how you can set up different models. Currently, right now, it is using ChatGPT, GPT-4o. So essentially using the vision capability as well as the logic and reasoning capability to do this. But essentially, I'm going to show you how you can set up Claude as well. The instructions are there. It's pretty simple how you can set up these different models. But as you can see, it's going through sorting by the price, and then it's essentially giving me the cheapest price of the phone. So the task was to find the price of the first phone started by the best rating, and the price of $355 for the Motorola Moto G32 is correctly identified as the first result. So that was the task, and it completed that successfully. Now, I want to show you guys what I was talking about with setting up different models. Now, you want to go ahead in the env file. So there's an env file right here. So in the env file right here, you want to go ahead and enter your OpenAI key as well as your Anthropic key. Currently, this is the .env example file. My env file is there, but obviously I can't show you my API keys for security reasons. Never show anyone your API keys, by the way. Never do that. But essentially what you want to do is that you want to turn this into your .env file by removing the .example and enter your Anthropic API key as well as your OpenAI API key. Then after that, what you want to do is that you want to use the provider configuration. So as you can see right here, I have a provider configuration and I'm saying OpenAI is my provider. And essentially, I want to use that to drive this search. I'm going to be using the try.py file again to run this search. And it's going to be searching for MacBook Pro M4 laptop and giving me the cheapest one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there we go. It's essentially using Google this time. I could have been more specific with my query and say, well, get it from Amazon. But anyways, it was able to get me the result, and it gave me this result. Now, I don't think this is necessarily the cheapest one. Maybe if I am a little bit more specific on where I want to search this, I may be able to get cheaper results or just a little bit more detail in my query. But you get the point of what I'm saying. And if you want your provider to be Anthropic, then you just change this to Anthropic right here. So that's pretty much that. So that's browser use, guys. Definitely, guys, check this out. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I think this is a great platform, great framework for you to integrate within your automated workflow, especially if you have tasks that require a browser and is not easily automatable by just using the API, let's say. So it does give you the ability to interact with UI functions to allow your workflow to be a lot more smooth and leading to a lot less failures. So you can get a lot of tasks done in an automated manner. But let me know what you guys think. Have a great day. Pacey AI signing out. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more videos like this in the future. But have a great day. Pacey AI signing out. Peace.